Hello, friends. Welcome to Cuéntame USA with Moncho Camaro. Today is Sunday. That's quite nice, I guess. And we're going to speak with two members of the band Sisters of Suffocation. They're from the Netherlands. And I think the city is Eindhoven. I don't know how to say. I think Eindhoven is.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's
Yeah.
good enough. PS,
Yeah.
PSV,
It's
Eindhoven.
also unusual.
All right. So we got Tim whatever. Just say it. Tim is
Tim
the bassist of the band. That sounds good. Schellekens.
Schellekens, indeed.
Schellekens. All right. And we got Fons Van Dijk, the drummer of the band. And they are the newest the addition to the band, the newest members. They've been playing for a couple of years, I guess. And we're going to start from the top. You've been playing live shows for the last couple of weeks, right? The band is playing shows in the Netherlands right now.
Yeah.
So how is the overall feeling of those shows?
Well, really good. Really good. We had 2 shows, I think, last weekend. Yeah. And before that, we had the weekend before we had a show, and yeah, it's really good. It's a couple months of no shows, and now we're just getting back into it, and it feels really nice to play. The venues so far have been really cool. It was really quite packed. Was a lot of people, a lot of energy. We played every show, I think, for like an hour, so we got to play a lot of songs, and yeah, it felt good for me. It felt like I was really comfortable with the set, and it was really like, oh yes, I'm really in shape playing our music, and it felt really good for me personally at least, and I think as a band, it's nice to play again.
Yeah, I agree too. So, and last couple of shows, we also played a lot of songs from our new album, and we have received a lot of good reviews about the new songs.
Right, the new album came out last year, 2022, Eradication. How many songs you played from that album on your shows?
I think 7 or 8. I'm not sure.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Is this a fixed set? You is different. You change the set from show to show.
If it was up to me, we'd play a different set list every show, but not everybody in the band really likes that, so I try to switch it up as much as the rest allows. But I think for now, we did a different, little differences. But I think for the next show, I want to maybe switch some things up, because we can now just find out what songs work together and what songs don't. And in the first couple of shows, when you got a lot of new songs, it's always like, oh, that song works really well when you play it like in the beginning or after this song. And with some songs, it's like, that was not the right place, and then we did try to switch, maybe add a different old song, maybe a new song, because we're gonna add a lot, and still a lot more new songs that we're still rehearsing now. So we just play like 7 or 8 now, and I'm gonna add 4 more. So in the end, we can probably almost play the whole album. But it's for me, it's a lot of fun to just try out different set every time, and not always play the same. Because personally, I hate that. I just want to play a different set list. Like a set list can only be played once, and then we have to do another.
Yeah, I agree with that. For the people in Wyoming that they don't know about Sisters of Suffocation, they got started. There were 4 girls when they started. I guess that's there were some changes in the lineup. They're still, we could say they're still female dominated, because it's 3 against 2 right now.
Yeah.
So I guess they still.
Not even. Maybe it's not 3 against 2, but maybe it's 3 with 2.
I was gonna say I didn't even mention what kind of genre of music they play. I could say they played reggaeton, but I don't think they that would match what they like. It's a death metal band. I didn't even say that, but you know. I see the band was formed in 2014 with the singer, right? Elle Springs, right? Is the singer.
Yeah.
And Simone, the guitarist. They were the two that started the band, I believe.
That's true.
They were friends from school, I guess, when they met.
Yeah, we went to the same school.
Yeah.
So Els and Simone were in the same year, and me and Emily also went to the same school, and we were in the same year. So that's how we all know each other.
Right. And Emily, which is the rhythm guitarist, she joined in 2018, I believe. And
yeah, I think so.
And I read that she was before that she was the band's photographer. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's right.
She's a professional photographer. Besides that, and she has a YouTube channel. So she puts a lot of videos. And
a lot of vlogs and stuff.
Right. So I was gonna talk a little about the album Eradications for last year, but you know, it has a lot of meat. I guess that album. It's a great album. I listened to it a bunch of times.
Awesome.
And it's a concept album. They can talk to me about that. I think there is a relation between this album, Eradication, and the previous album. So I believe on this Eradication, the two of you work on this album, but not the previous one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So who's the driving wheel in the band right now? Is there a one pilot or everybody adds to the band? Who has the more percentage of decision?
I think like everything except writing, also writing music, but I think it's a lot, especially the last release was like a lot of me and Emily. We did a lot, and Tim also does some stuff. But I think it was mostly like the distribution, all the things around the album we did, and Tim is really good in what did you call it? Like finance or
finance? Are you an accountant?
we let Tim do the boring stuff and
paperwork.
The number stuff.
Yeah, but I think everybody has their thing that they do the most. It's like Simone does a lot of the writing. I think most of the writing. So everybody has like a lot of things that they do the most, and it's not like one dictator in the band. So it's a lot of shared tasks.
A lot of share.
And yeah.
So in 2014, when the band was created, what were you guys doing, if you remember, in 2014, Fons? What were you doing? Going to?
What was I doing? I think I was still going to school, but I was I think I was 15 at the time, 14.
Were you still were you playing drums then, or not yet?
Yeah. I think I was just going to school, and then instead of doing homework, I was just playing drums. So I think around that time I was just playing along to a lot of songs. I think that's what I did mostly around that time. Is just going to school and then just waiting to get back home so you can just play drums. And I was getting like a lot of blisters and bleeding and stuff. So I think just a lot of practice, nothing else. It was like the only thing that.
So in school, you were sitting in front of the class or in the back? You were like hiding from it.
I think we had assigned places, so you really choose. I think you used to have that. It's like you have a different teacher for every subject, but it's just like assigned places every year. So yeah.
Same thing for you, Tim. What were you doing in 2014?
I was 17. And I was also going to school, but I was more of a in front of the classroom guy. So it was really really nerdy. And but also next to all the homework, I play a lot of bass and a lot of slapping and I had a lot of blisters from the heart attack on the strings. Yeah.
I think I was sorry. So I was saying I think I was, instead of Tim, like front row student, I think I was more busy with trying to find ways to hide, like what is it called? The thing you listen music to, like an earpiece.
Yeah,
I was just learning it, like if you do it behind your ear and then you have your hair in front, you can listen music and the teacher wouldn't notice.
So that's why you
Like
you,
that was
you
what I
always,
was.
that's why you had the long hair for.
Yeah, it was not as long then, but still longer than usual. So that was what I was learning.
So how do you guys get into the band? You were all friends and they give you a call. How do, like, let's say Tim, did they call you? You saw an ad? How do you find out about the band? Or you already knew them before
No, I knew the band before I joined. Not personally, but music. I listened to it a lot. And then I get to know from another band that Sister Suffocation was looking for a new bass player. So I just messaged them, and then I had to come to audition. Yeah. And actually, Emily and I live not that far away from each other. So yeah.
Wait, I thought we messaged you, right? Didn't we send you a message? Because Emily's boyfriend also has a band, and I think Tim sent an audition to them to play bass, but they already had a bassist. So we said like, "Oh, we got this guy. He sent a really good email. Maybe you should contact him." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, let's
I think it was like that, right? Or not? I might misremember.
So besides having a skill, you were lucky, Tim? You had to have skills just for the audition. I mean, you can
apparently,
I guess.
Apparently, I had enough skill to
have enough skills.
Yeah, I think we had another bassist on audition, and he even brought cake, and he didn't make it. So I think Tim made it pure on skill.
He didn't make it to the audition, or he didn't make it because
there was another guy that also had an audition, and he bought cake for us and stuff like that.
He wanted
to
buy you guys. He wanted to buy you.
So I think cake. Tim just made it pure on skills and being nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we also had a really good click. Really got a good connection. Yeah, so that's also a big part of a band.
I was going to ask you about instruments, but I guess, Tim, how many drum kits do you have? 1 or 2?
3 actually.
3?
No, I can't play.
You don't have any.
No. I just hit some pot and pans sometimes, but Fons, how did you actually join the band?
Are you starting to do the interview now, or what?
No, but yeah.
Yeah, ask Tim. Ask Fons what questions that you always wanted to ask him, but you were afraid of his answers. You can ask him now.
Yeah, that was my question to him.
Yeah, I mean, I just joined the band because I was with Emily in school, like for 3 years already. So we really knew each other already, and she just said, "Oh, our drummer quit. Do you want to play?" And and that's it. It was like, oh, we already knew each other, and it's because Simone and Els are also from the same school, so you know everybody already. And I think it was just like, oh, we need a drummer. Oh, I know someone, and then it was like, oh yeah, okay, cool. And then I did audition, and they asked me to play, I think 3 songs, but I was like, just send me your whole set list, and I learned like 7 or 8, and then we just played a lot of songs, and it was like, okay, that's good.
Wow.
So it went really quick, really easy.
So you guys live, I guess, not far from each other then. You guys could, how many days you practice a week? When in a regular, I mean, when you're doing shows, I mean, it's different, but when you're just doing practice. How many times you guys meet?
We don't do regular practice, actually.
Okay.
It's usually when we try to place a lot of shows together, and then the weeks leading up to that, we try to practice like at least 1 day a week, and it's usually like a Sunday. And instead of just practicing for 2 hours or something, you usually use the whole day to practice. So and lately we've been been practicing a lot of like small parts and stuff. It's not like, oh, we just play the whole set and then it's like, oh, that's good, and then we play it again. It's like, oh, let's zoom in on this part, and then we just play like one part 10 times. So it's like we try to play really efficiently in a practice, because everybody has like their own schedule, and it's sometimes hard to find a lot of days that can be together, but it's usually like a Sunday from like the whole afternoon. We start in the morning like on 11, and then we are usually done by like 5 or something. It's pretty intense.
Very intense, I was gonna say. Fons, you're the youngest member of the band?
Yeah, I think so.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Nothing wrong with that. I was gonna ask you because, Fons, you have that post at that, what is a banner, a poster? I don't know what it is. This
one.
Yeah, the Bad Religion. Because that band is from the 80s, and you weren't even born when that band came. I'm just saying, I saw them twice live in the 80s and 90s, that band.
Yeah. Wait, I wish I could have seen them there.
Yeah, I saw them in New York. I think there is only one original member from that time when they started. But
I think it's 2.
2? I thought it was only Greg Graffin, the only one. I'm not sure.
I think Jay, the bassist, is also original.
Yeah, I was surprised because I see that I'm like, it's a punk band. It's hardcore band.
Yeah, hardcore punk. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, were you into punk when you were a little kid?
Yeah, still am.
You still are.
It's a lot of, I listen a lot to like punk and death metal. It's like those two. I listen a lot.
Genres.
Yeah.
And what about you, Tim? You are what kind of music were you listening to when you were a little younger? Were you listening to metal or jazz? What are you? I don't know.
Yeah. My dad was really a rocker, so he mostly loves Pink Floyd, and so we also had Pink Floyd on full volume. So yeah, that's mostly my musical youth.
I was going to ask you, Fons, because your influences are, seems like you got a lot. In your drumming, there's some punk on your. I don't know. Sounds some of your playing is like influenced by punk.
Yeah, I like a lot of the speed, but it's mostly for me about the energy and just hitting hard, and that's what I like to bring to metal. Just that full power and just playing really hard and fast, and just the overall energy in playing. I think there's also a difference between playing fast and playing fast with like energy. Like you can play a lot of notes really fast, but it can feel slow. It's like when you play a lot of double bass and then just your hands are doing like a half time. So it's really fast, but the feeling is slow. But I really like that fast BPM pulse that a lot of punk music has. And I think, maybe it's not intentional, but I brought it a lot to the new album. I think, like with the first song with Bird in the Car, it was like, oh yes, we need this energy, and for me, it's always about a certain energy, and just like that makes you feel like.
Do you guys have a time limit on your songs? You don't want to make them longer than, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, or?
I think we have another limit, and I think it was, I think, a lot of me. It was my thing, but it was like if we have a song and there's like one part that is just not needed, we just cut it. It's like, why would you need 3 choruses if 2 do the trick? It was like anything that is even remotely close to filler or unnecessary was like, okay, cut it. Let's just keep the best parts and let's just keep it to an absolute minimum of time. It was not like no longer than this. It was just like, oh, this song has told its story, time for the next one. Like there's nothing more except repetition.
You wanna
I think that was the whole mindset.
You like cutting the fat out of them. Lean.
Yeah, a lot.
Lean.
I mean, I could still cut some songs, but
well, you make them like half a minute.
Yeah, maybe I could got like 1 or 2 minutes, maybe.
That is good. Do you believe, guys, that to be a rock artist, you need some, you're like a magnet for dysfunction? Is that part of being a rock artist? You
Let Tim, you answer. Otherwise, I'm always doing the talk.
Yeah. What was the question again? I didn't hear it good enough.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a rock artist, two different things. You must have like some certain of have a certain level of narcissism.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
I
one
think
of them.
I think one of the things is that you have like really high drive to just perform and shoot for the stars. For me personally, it is. And yeah, for narcissism, kinda. But yeah, you can also let other people shine through it. Yeah.
And the other thing is, if you are like a magnet, you gotta be a little dysfunctional to be a musician.
Dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you. Yeah.
You gotta have
I
a
think Tim
bit
is
of
the
that.
least functional.
What do you say, Fons?
I said I think you are the least dysfunctional of the band.
Least dysfunctional.
One bit of sanity usually. like very needed, but sometimes like the one normal voice that thinks about the money and stuff like that.
The rational part. Yeah.
You do the stupid and boring part.
Yeah, so it's more of a yin yang thing.
Yeah, the thing with Tim is I think the rest of the band is like really spontaneous. It's like, oh, we want to do that, and then it's like we want to do that, but Tim is more like making Excel sheets and everything in nice maps and stuff like that, and organized and I think if I would run the like a Google Drive, it's one mess, and it's just I would save everything on the place I would find it first. It's like, oh, I don't care, just throw it in there. And Tim is like really organized with nice Excel.
But yeah, so to answer your question,
Tim, you're always on time. Also, Tim, you're always that shows up to the show. You're the first one waiting for them.
No.
Yeah. But I try. But yeah, sometimes life gets in the way. But yeah.
So, okay, I take back what I said. He is always late. No. I'm usually the most on time. Like
mostly Fons is.
So the girls are the ones that show up late.
Yeah, it's like at a point where I'm usually just try to tell them to be like there on 11, and we really have to be there like half an hour late. So if I tell them like a time and they will always be like half an hour late, it's nice. So I can just say, oh, be there on 10:30, and then we really gotta be there on 11.
That's a good thing to do.
Right. I mean, they did it before I was in the band, so it
works.
I have another question. I said, do you guys, I don't know, do you guys have another plan just in case your band comes to a halt? Were you thinking like in the future that if this happens, I'll do this or the other thing, or you just go day to day? Well, looks, whatever is going on is good, so we'll whatever, see what happens.
I think for all of us, the band is like a big part of our lives. But for example, I work as an acoustician, and the rest of the band is also working or is a student. So we all have like a side things.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Fons, because was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I saw one photo of you with a big tattoo that you just got on.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Your arm.
Yeah.
Yes, it's taking a lot of real estate on your skin, in your body.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's pretty big. I was going to ask you, how much do you pay for this tattoo? More or less. One idea. Just
700.
700 what? Euros?
Yeah.
€700, about the same thing. $700.
It's about the same.
About the same.
Euros.
It's up to the same. Is this the biggest tattoo you got?
Yeah, for now. The other one is on the inside of my arm, so it's like there, and now I just got the outside done.
Ah, okay, all right. Because I was like surprised that it was. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah.
You think you got tattoos, or you?
Yeah, I also have a tattoo on my upper arm. Yeah.
On the arm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there is no competition to see who has the coolest one, right?
Yeah, I won already, so.
You won already. Don't even bother, Tim. Don't even bother with any more tattoos.
I mean, a color tattoo always wins over black or white tattoo. So that's.
So your tattoos are really, really awesome.
Yeah.
And also Emily, the other guitarist, is also really cool tattoo. So it's kind of maybe a tie between Fons and Emily.
I wouldn't say a tie, but I mean, she has black and white, so we're not even going to discuss that. But
do you guys?
Also got. I think everyone in the band has tattoos, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Els got a lot. Simone, like a couple. Anyway, continue.
It is not necessary to have tattoos to play metal, right? That I know of.
Now we all just like it, so.
You guys, you listen to other genres of music besides that? Like if I go into your record collection, you got other records, pop music or anything else?
Yeah, I got some. Sorry.
I think all of us listen to pop songs. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, and for me personally, I also really like electronic dance music with a lot of bass. Yeah, so that fits. It's good.
Yeah, I hate that. Simona and Tim like that really electronic music, and the rest of the band is like, how can you listen to this?
You don't want to listen to any keyboards, not that much. You guys don't have any keyboards anyway.
I mean, the music that Tim and Simona like, the electronic, is like a glorified metronome. It's just one bass and then just I don't know. No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not shitting on music. I mean, I have a couple of rap, like Kendrick Lamar and stuff. What is it? Finals, and I've been getting into jazz a lot lately.
Oh, really?
I've watched the music Whiplash again, and was like, oh yes, I'm gonna get into this now. So I started listening a lot to that, and I mean, a lot of metal people always say like, oh yeah, I listen to other music than metal, and then it's Pink Floyd, and it's like, that's also the same. But I mean, I still really like that, so I also listen to stuff like that. But mostly metal, a lot of punk, and I just know I really like that, and a lot of music I try to listen, but I just can't get in with the same way. So like I like a lot of Kendrick Lamar stuff and rappers, but it's, I don't know, for me a lot of metal and punk has a certain energy that a lot of other music just doesn't have for me. Like I don't like slow and quiet music. It has to be hard.
That's because you're young. Let like 10 years pass and you'll be like totally different guy. We'll see.
I hope. No, I mean, I expand my.
I like you, Fons. I used to like punk and metal. I didn't want to listen to anything else. I thought everything else was garbage. When I was young, I'm like,
No, I'm not saying the rest is garbage. It's just some stuff.
That's what I thought. That's what I'm saying myself. I don't know what you think. I like I like punk because there was like confrontation. They had a lot of activism and stuff, politics. I love that. So that's the reason I used to like that. I still do, but
Yeah, so energy, that's the most important thing. Like I don't even listen a lot to the drums. It's like I like to listen to the whole song, and I really like Bad Religion because they're just really good at making a complete song. It's like not the individual parts, but it's like the whole songwriting that I really like, and I try to bring to the band, and then just the energy of that, and fast and no rest and just going.
Well, I'm gonna have a question for you later, guys, regarding pop artists. So you're gonna, even if you don't like that music, you're gonna have to tell me the answers to these
Okay.
The question
Sure,
I have for
sure.
later on, so you don't have any choice for that. You guys have any pets or dogs? Because metal guys, they love cats more than dogs, I think. If you got the percentage of metal guys,
I love
Yeah.
cats.
they love more cat than dog. I don't know why. I guess it's a
Nah, I
personality
really
or
like.
something. I don't know. Why
Yeah,
you?
I
No,
love cats, but I don't have any pets. So yeah,
Oh,
I do have some houseplants. So these
house
are
plants, those are
yeah,
good. They don't complain. Well, they complain just by the way they look, but
yeah, indeed,
answer,
indeed.
they don't answer anything back to you. What about you, Fox? You got any animals, any buffalo or
yeah,
sheep, or you just dog
no,
sick?
no.
You
I'm
got,
really a dog. Yeah, I'm really a dog person.
you got a dog
We got
person?
a
Oh
duck.
man, I can't
Yeah,
believe
we
it.
got a dachshund and a chihuahua.
Oh, you got little dogs. More,
Yeah,
no, not
I
little,
like
but
them.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's my girlfriend's chihuahua, but we ourselves got a dachshund, so little dogs, and I really like them. Like I don't know if you've seen a video clip of Bird in the Crowd, but it's like a big dog in it.
Yeah, I saw
But
the video.
if it was up to me, like in when we were planning the video, um, I was voting for Chihuahua, but the rest of the band didn't want that. So if it was up to me, it was like no stereotypical big dog and stuff like that. It was like, why not just do a small dog? That's different. But apparently they don't like it. So
They don't like your ideas.
yeah,
He has a
I
lot
guess
of good ideas,
the
but
only thing you could do is play drums and shut up, I guess. Don't say much. Just play drums. They don't
yeah,
wanna listen
more or
go
less.
for it.
You got no opinions, okay?
No, it's not that bad.
Nah, just kidding, just kidding.
He has a lot of good ideas.
Are you guys working on a new album or so? You have some songs ready, sitting
Um,
somewhere in a hard drive or nothing yet? Any written?
yes, we're
Yeah.
working.
You
Yeah,
working on anything?
we got a lot of demos and stuff, and we got a general idea of the album, and we got a lot of ideas ready, like what we want to do for the video clip, what we want the overall theme to be. We got the idea for the cover and stuff like that, all the artwork. So there's nothing like already made, but the ideas are already there, and we just want to write a bunch of songs. So yeah, it's we're thinking a lot about it, and we're starting to work on it now.
Hmm. What year did you join Napalm Records? Was it like a couple years ago when you joined their family? I guess a couple of years. I don't know.
I think it was before I got in the band. I think like
Hmm.
late, somewhere in 2018. I think like
Hmm.
for fall of 2018. I think something like that. Yeah, because the first singles were released in the end of 2018, and
Hmm.
so I think it's some time before that. I think they had to hurry a lot when they got signed. It was like, oh shit, we got to make an album now. But
Right.
yeah, somewhere 2018.
Hmm. So you're gonna play new shows in April, right? Are these all in the Netherlands or you going out
Um,
country?
we have a lot of in the Netherlands and Belgium for now, but we've got
Hmm.
some plans further away, but we can't say anything
Okay.
about it. But there's just more coming. We would love to go to the USA, but that's not gonna happen soon. But we've got a lot of other plans in
Hmm.
Europe, like countries that you haven't been to. But we really want to go to the USA.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to go.
Fonz, if you wanna come, let me know. I'll carry your luggage for a couple minutes.
That's good. But yeah, a lot of there's some stuff coming. It's just not announced yet, but really cool shows are coming.
Yeah.
I feel like every band says that, like stuff is coming, but now I can really say stuff is coming.
Right. You rely on crowdfunding for the eradication. Is this the same going to happen with the new album? Or you think you don't really need to do that?
Oh, no, if it is up to me, no. I don't know how Tim thinks about it, but it's gonna be a no.
No. Yeah, it's a good way to get money to finance it. But yeah, we haven't really spoken about it.
I was gonna say
we're not gonna do that. I think
no,
it's mostly because of COVID and stuff, and we
right.
couldn't
That's
play
why you
shows.
did.
And the thing is now, because of the crowdfunding, we could release this album by ourselves. And when you do a self-release, you get a lot more money out of it back than when you do it with a label. So I think we can now more easily, just pay for it ourselves. And we're playing a lot of shows, so I don't think a crowdfund is necessary. I mean, a lot of bands do it without. It was just, the combination of coronavirus and new album and all those long waiting lists and prices just, going up. So I think if it wasn't for COVID, we wouldn't have done it in the first place.
I understand.
At least that's my opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
The producer of your
Sorry.
producer was sorry, Martin Furry is the producer from all of your records you put out. The same guy, right? Is he from the band Destruction?
Yes, he joined Destruction last year, I think.
Not long ago.
Right? Yeah, not long ago.
So you guys know him. Where is he from? Argentina? Where is? I remember hearing the.
Yeah, is he from Argentina?
I think Argentina. Yeah.
And then he moved to Belgium. So we recorded also our albums in Belgium.
Yeah.
And he's a really, really cool person. Yeah. He has this good vibe, and next to him being an awesome person, he's also a really good producer. And has really good ideas on how to make music and how we want the music to be.
Yeah, I heard his name.
Yeah, and he also plays in a band called Bark, and we played with them last weekend. So that's also.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you regarding Simon. Does he still teach guitar lessons?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I see her every Monday. We teach at the same school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you go to a school to I think it is a metal factory. Where is it? Factory?
Yeah, we went there as students, and now we both teach at another school in Eindhoven, and we both teach the same school on Monday, the same day, and I think she does a couple more days there when I'm not there.
There it's not something familiar that I know of another school in Spain, in Barcelona, that they teach metal also, but no, there are not too many that I know of. I thought that
over,
yeah. So I was going to ask you a question regarding last year's tour, because it was when I did I heard of your band a couple of years ago, and then there's so many bands you forget about them and this and that, so you know how it is. But I saw a couple of videos, and I was a little confused with live shows when I saw a different singer, and it confused me because I know Earth, and then I saw somebody else, but then Earth is back again. So who was Lynn Lib? Was the singer that she? I mean, I think she played a bunch of shows with you guys. Do you know her before that, or how did she took Earth's place?
Yeah. She plays in a couple of other bands, Yakuza, and there we know her from, especially Else knew her. So then we asked her to fill in on vocals.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's a really good vocalist, and
Yeah.
It confused me a little bit. I thought she wasn't coming back, and then I saw her back. So
no, she just took a break from live shows and stuff like that, just to work a lot on herself and like her mental state and stuff like that. Like, I can't really go into details.
No. I wasn't. I don't know.
I think she's pretty open about it as well, and she made some posts on social media, but she's just couldn't see herself like performing for others before she worked on a lot of stuff, and she just got a lot of rest, I hope, and a lot of therapy and stuff like that. And I can't really speak for her, but we feel like it's going better and stuff like that. And
I guess she needed just
back.
time for healing. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
exactly. And it just with COVID, it happened I think in the middle of that, so that helped like in a way that it didn't really matter because we didn't have a lot of shows. So she just she had the time to take time for herself, and then when it started to shows started coming back, just like she still needed time, but it's like, oh yeah, we got a lot of shows to play, so we just I think the rest of the band was more like, yeah, we're not gonna play shows without else. We should cancel. But she was really like, no, I want you to find somebody that just can replace. I think that also gave her a lot of rest. It's like, oh, they can just continue for now without me, and I can take my time. And that's I think she recommended Lynn, and we looked at a lot of options, and we contacted her, and she plays like a rehearsal with us, and was like, oh yeah, this is good. And it was like, yeah, let's do this. And so yeah, we're really good friends now. And else she's really involved with thinking about the new album and stuff like that. And Lynn is still playing the shows with us now, but yeah, there's plans for else to come back and stuff like that. But I can't really go into that because I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. What is it like? Really see in the future, but it's getting better.
Was she also playing in some progressive metal band also before? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
So. A lot of bands. We're looking for us like, Jesus, why does she have so many bands? Like, is she gonna have time? Like, is she gonna even say yes or like no because I already have like 5 bands?
Yes. So I think the band is Picture Up Oasis, and that's progressive metal indeed.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But she had more progressive bands. Anyway.
Are there any particular habits you guys would like to eliminate from your daily routines? Something that you don't want to do, but you still do it? You think something you do daily that you really you shouldn't do?
Maybe mindless social media scrolling. Less time on screen and more just making awesome music.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's impulsive eating. I think it's like oh yeah, it's like I think like 4 or something like in the afternoon, and then it's like oh yeah, we're gonna eat in like an hour or 2 hours, stuff like that, and then I'm hungry, and it's like I can't wait that long, and I'm just gonna eat a lot of chocolate and stuff like that, and then it's like why did I do it? Why just can't I wait for normal? why do I gotta be hungry all the time? I think that if I could eliminate it, it's constantly wanting to eat junk food and not having the patience to wait.
Do you guys eat? Are you vegans or vegetarians, or you eat some meat once in a while? Or dairy?
My lawyer said I can't answer this, so no. We always every show we always eat vegetarian, but in my personal life, I'm not a vegetarian. I try to still do better, but no, I'm not yet.
Me also.
I think yet is a good way.
Are you guys also into sports of any kind? I don't know, football, soccer. I mean, do you go and see?
I go to the gym a lot, so to get in shape and to also be able to perform. It also helps.
Yeah, me too. I like to go to the gym, but it's not going as often as I would like. But I think in other terms of sports, I don't really follow a lot of sport, but I really like to watch Formula 1. So
Formula 1.
That's a sport I really really follow. Yeah, today like already set like an alarm for when.
Oh really?
Gotta watch the race today. So I've been really getting into that since like 2
years. You like speed of any kind. Like, right? You don't want to watch, you don't watch strategy, chess, somebody playing chess. You don't care about, you like speed.
Yeah, now that I think about it, you're right.
Yeah, right.
starting to see some pattern.
Makes sense.
Well, so you guys, like you said, you're working on a new album. You don't have no idea whenever it's gonna come out. Nothing, maybe nothing this year, at the end of the year. You have no idea, right?
I don't think this year, but maybe quicker than
Then the end of the next, the 24th.
Yeah, we're not planning on doing like 3 years again. So it's
No.
like, I think we're at the stage like, what's the earliest reasonable time that we can release if we start working now? I think we're at that stage. It's like, no, not in a couple of months, because that's just not doable. But like, if we just have a normal time for like, recording and then this, and then wait for the artwork, stuff like that, wait for the physical products to be printed, it's like, what would be the earliest possible time? Like, what should we start working hard already, or like that? So that's I think what we're looking at now. At least as far as I'm concerned. If it was up to me, we would do like 2 albums a year, but I don't think the rest really wants that. Like, I would just just write, and then it's like, oh yeah, we got 10 songs, okay, cool, album, and just keep writing, and then every time you have enough songs, it's like, oh yes, album,
another one. Keep going.
Yeah, like that. It's like, we're still young. Let's just get everything out of it now, and then later when we're older, we can enjoy it and relax.
Just in case.
Like,
everything now.
like squeeze every creativity out and every bit of energy. Like that. If it was up to me, we would do that. I think it's pretty extreme, but
yeah, I think it's very extreme for the other guy. I said, what is he talking about?
yeah. I think the rest is like ho debate.
Yeah, hold your horses. Don't rush.
Sorry, we also have a life outside of the band. Like, we're not gonna work 24/7 on this.
All right, I'm gonna ask you the stupid question now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name 4 female pop singers.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me the order. You're gonna rank them from 1 to 4. 1 the best, 4 the worst one.
Okay.
If you don't know them or one of them, just tell me. Maybe I'll put someone else in there. But you should know them. They're not female metal singers or nothing, because I chose the people. I've been asking this question to a lot of metal female singers. So we'll see.
Okay.
Number 1 is Pink. You know.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Charlie XCX. Now, if you don't know her, I'll give you a different.
I know.
Do you know her, Tim?
No.
Damn, come on.
You failed the test, Tim. Okay.
Dude.
I'm gonna change it just for Tim.
I think so.
Okay, forget Charlie. We got Lana Del Rey. You know Lana Del Rey. Okay, so number 2. Number 3, Lady Gaga. Everybody knows her, even people in Ethiopia know that. So. And number 4 is Rihanna.
Okay.
All right. So from 1 to 4, Pink, Lana Del Rey, Lady Gaga, and Rihanna. You tell me which one you enjoy the most, or you like the most, or even if you don't hear too many of them, maybe you don't hear their songs, but you know their names. I don't know. Go ahead, Tim.
I think Lady Gaga on 1.
Lady Gaga 1.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And Pink on 2.
Pink 2. Okay.
Yeah. Lana Del Rey on 3, I think. Yeah.
3. And Rihanna, I guess, is the last one.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So Lady Gaga 1, Pink 2,
Yeah.
3, Rihanna 4. I'll see if Fons agrees with that.
Slight twist. I would switch Pink and Lana Del Rey, I think.
Pink 1.
Yeah, so it's like Lady Gaga and then Lana Del Rey, then Pink, and then Rihanna.
Oh,
almost the same.
Okay, I'll write it down so I compare with the next people and see what. Okay, so Tim, go listen to Charlie XCX. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I will put it down.
if some other stupid guy asks you this question, you know who she is. The chances of getting the same question are none right now. So nobody's
You
gonna
never know.
do this.
You never know.
You never know. I was gonna say, if you wanna buy their records, the 3 LPs, they got the first EP they published in 2016. I guess the best way to buy those records is to go to Bandcamp. Will you say that? If that's the best
Yeah.
place
Yes.
to get
Yeah,
them?
go to our Bandcamp. Yeah.
Hmm. If I gave you a choice, which album do you think is the best out of the 3? Anthology of Curiosity, Humans Are Broken, or Eradication? We'll say Eradication is the best one because it's that were the ones where you were part of them.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Honestly, I think maybe if you ask the rest of the band, they also would say that.
They would say,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if the latest album you put out isn't the best, you think,
Yes.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, you always want to be the last album that you made to be the best. I think. If
Yes,
you
indeed.
don't think that's true, then you haven't made a good album.
Yeah, we keep progressing. And yeah, that's why we think
so.
also
The
that
next album will be much better than Eradication, I guess.
much
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
Of course.
indeed. Indeed.
I hope. It's not finished. Not even close, but
even close.
I feel like with the ideas we have, it's like, yeah, this is gonna be better.
Just gonna smash the other one like in pieces.
Yeah, I already got like one like video clip I've already got like worked out in my head, and I've got all the ideas and thinking about it. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be so much better than everything we have. It's like the rest isn't even gonna be relevant. It's like we're a whole different better band.
The better band. They're gonna move the drum. They move the drum set to the front, and everybody else will stay in the back.
I don't think that works. I mean, the Sex Pistols tried it, and it looks really stupid.
I was going to ask you, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you in a show that you remember? Like, forgot about the song, you had problems with stomach, and you have to run away and go do your things. Public.
I think these are both two things that happened, not to me, but in the band, but before I joined. But I think for me it was the worst happened before our show, and it was we had to play at Into the Grave festival in the north of the country. It's a pretty big festival, and the day before I had to play with another band of mine, and one of the springs of my pedal snapped.
Oh, right.
And it was like, oh, I didn't know these could break. like I have spare stuff for everything. And it was like, who even brings this as a spare? I was thinking like if I've got to bring a spare of this, I gotta bring a whole second drum kit. So and that happened. And then at that moment we found out like it was in the north of the country. So it was like, oh, there's like not a single store in like a radius of like 100 kilometers. It was like, how are we ever gonna get a new one for tomorrow? So it was a lot of panic before the show, and I think Lynn had to drive like an hour and a half or something, like out of her way to go by a store because that was the quickest.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. What about
I think during the show, nothing really. Like for me, I think sometimes I do little mistakes, but I think most people won't.
They won't know.
That. Like I hate it. Yeah, I really hate it at that moment. It's like, fuck this. Everybody hears this, but I've come to the realization that unless you're like watching really close and know all the drum parts, like nobody gives a shit. So I try not to laugh then and stuff. But
do the other members know that you fucked up?
Yeah, they know. It's like if I make a mistake and I'm just like I'm not gonna look, and I know if I look up that I just like see Simone just staring at me like, haha, I saw you made a mistake. Yeah, they know. They definitely
know that you. What about you, Tim? You made
I also make mistakes, like
a lot of mistakes.
So yeah, but it happens. But yeah, that's why we rehearse. But one of the things at the show is that someone puked all over a merch.
Oh yeah,
that was a really.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh
that's,
right.
That's nasty shit.
Yeah, and on that one show where we lost like our backdrop and all the mics that we had with us, that was also a nice show. So a lot of the shady stuff happens outside of the show itself.
Did you ever get like somebody stealing your instruments from your van or whatever, or nothing?
No, we didn't. Just a backdrop that was lost in the backstage, and the venue said like they haven't found anything, like this a couple of years ago. But they looked a lot and they haven't found anything. So now there's just somebody out there that has our backdrop, maybe in the rehearsal space or in the bathroom. We don't know, but somebody has a backdrop.
We don't know. Send your photo if you have him.
Yeah,
how many bass?
Like, not even mad. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
Do you bring 2 basses just in case? How many basses do you bring to the show, Tim?
Yeah, I also bring 2 indeed.
2 just in case.
Yeah, just in case indeed. Yeah, and all the songs are in standard B or drop A, so it's just one string tuning. So yeah.
Are there any special cities that you like to play, that you enjoy playing most? Like in even just the Netherlands, is there like a city that you really, or maybe you got more fans or people know more your songs, or you always like to come back to them, or really not?
I think in general, it's just we really like to go to Germany.
Oh,
yeah,
and I think for the Netherlands, it's usually Tilburg or Eindhoven. But that's because we're from there and we know a lot of people. So those shows are like usually like when we look in the crowd, it's like half the people there, and it's like really fun times. But in general, we really like to go to Germany. It's like when you play a festival in Netherlands or something. It's just some people buy your merch. Like it's usually it's good. It's what you expect. I think it's just like a couple of this, couple of that. But in Germany, it was like we were just finished with the show and they came to us like, you gotta go to merch now, there's like a big queue, and we were like, what? We went there and it was like, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people waiting, and that's really nice to see, because in Germany a lot of people like to come to you, talk to you, buy something. Feels like I'm saying Germany because they give us a lot of money, but they're usually really nice. It's just they like it, and when they like it, they will say it, and they will come to you and like to talk, and we like to do a lot of pictures and sign a lot, and I don't know what kind of items we signed, like all different stuff from beer cans to I don't know. it's just a lot of times just what people find at that moment or they have in their hands. It's like, oh, can you sign this then? So it's always a really good time, Germany.
Germany. Well, so
and if you're gonna maybe see a worse place, it's sometimes Belgium, because it's really
really?
I don't know why, but the times we've played in Belgium, it's really nice. The people are really nice, but it's like when you get inside, like Simona wears glasses, and I don't know if Tim was there then, but like she went inside and just her glasses were just all fogged already. It's like you just walk into a tropical jungle. It's like, what the hell?
The Amazon.
So I think it's really good there, but it's just for some reason the venues are just so incredibly hot there.
I thought it would be the same weather as Netherlands. No, it's not?
It is. I mean, if you go outside, you need to wear a jacket because it's like almost freezing. But when you go inside, it's like just tropical. It's so weird. But maybe it's just a few shows that we've played there that had this. But there was one that was like you're gonna pass out for even playing a single note. While it was it was winter, so it was like almost snowing outside, and inside you're just passing out of the heat. So weird things.
Weird thing.
But other than that, Belgian people are really, really nice, and I really like Belgium.
It's lovely.
They just have some tropical venues, as we like to call them.
Tropical venues. Well, so I hope you someday you'll make it to Spain, because
Oh yeah, maybe.
Talking about weather, maybe.
Yeah, maybe sooner than you think.
Never know, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Spain. Yeah, I'm from Spain, so
Yeah, you live in Spain now? Or?
No, I don't live in Spain. I go there every year.
I was thinking like you
I'll be there in June. I'll be there in June again.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know, I got
Never
my
been
limit.
there.
You never been there?
No, maybe
No.
planning on going there sometime, but
Yeah, me also not.
Well, maybe one day you call me and I'll invite you to my house, and we'll go fishing.
Nice.
We'll go fishing, you know, whatever.
Relaxing day.
So what's the best way to get in touch with you guys? Social media, you have to do it. Even some people don't like to do it. Some people enjoy doing it. But if they want to get in touch, find out more about your shows, the band, is there a web page that they could go to, or just go to
mostly
Instagram?
just social media. Yeah, like Instagram or Facebook.
Instagram?
Yeah,
You use a lot. We try to use Twitter, but we always forget about Twitter for some reason. So it's usually Facebook, Instagram. You can find me then.
Yeah,
And stuff like merch, like all the merch we have is on Bandcamp. So that's where you can find that.
Yes, you can also send us a DM if you have questions, and yeah, we also always respond. So.
You guys answer back if they ask?
Yeah, we also answer back. Yes.
Okay, and if you guys want a photo of Tim or Fong's signature that you can put in your living room, they will gladly sign your the photo and send it to you when I put it somewhere. The garage place, they'll just sign it. They don't care where you're gonna put it.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know. You guys, it's probably lunchtime by there.
No, we just had.
Yeah, we just had lunch. Yeah.
You had lunch?
Oh, around 12. So it's like one. What is it? I don't know the time. It's like
it's like 1:35 right now there, I believe.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It's a
we usually eat around 12. I think that's a normal Dutch time to eat. I don't know. I don't know how it is in the USA, but here's always like you eat at 12 and then somewhere between 5 and 6.
We don't have there is no specific times here in the US. Anybody eats whenever they feel like. There's no time to. There is no siestas, like siesta like in Spain. Nothing like that, You just.
No, it's really here's always like 12 and then 6. That's lunch at 12 and then dinner at 6. And anything outside of that is like weird. It's like, whoa, we're having special dinner at 7.
Maybe brunch.
My dinner can start from 4 to 8. It could be any between 4 and 8. So imagine that.
Damn, like I think 6 is it's late. It's usually between 5 and 6, I think. And later than that, I'm just too hungry. It's like, where's I can't wait. It's like my body is made for these times, and if I don't have my food at these times, I can't function anymore.
Do you guys eat a very heavy meal before playing? I guess not, right? Do that.
We did once when we went to England. The first day it was like, oh yeah, you get a buyout every day. So we were like, oh, let's go to a nice restaurant. And then we went to an Italian restaurant, and I was like, oh yes, let me have the pasta carbonara. So I ate a lot of carbonara, and then when we went back to the venue, it was like, where were you guys? The show, like the time is early. You have to play. You have to set up like 45 minutes earlier. And we were like, oh man, and then we got to set up and then play. And I remember just while playing, it was like I could taste the pasta. Like every time I burped or something, I was, oh yeah, shit, there's a carbonara. Come on, hold it together. And then we didn't learn from that because the next night we all eat Indian curry. So but usually we try not to. But I think for me personally, I'd rather eat too much before the show than nothing at all.
Yeah,
the same thing. You agree with that? You gotta eat something.
Yeah.
When I'm hungry, I can't do anything.
I mean, there's usually time to let it rest, because when you eat, it's not like you immediately go behind the drum kit. You usually have to set up stuff like that. So there's always at least like an hour to let the food rest. So eating before it's never really a problem. I think it's better than just not eating, because then I just would, I think, just fall.
Probably faint.
Yeah, faint. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, rather eating a lot before than after.
All right. So, do you guys go together? You drive in a same van, in a van, or who's the driver? Who drives?
For now, we go to separate cars and we try to carpool as much.
Yeah, we try to because we don't really have a van for the band. Like when we went to England, we had a van and we just all in that van. But usually it's I try to bring my drum kit along, so my car is always really full and I can bring one person along. Like for example, next week I'm gonna pick up Lynn and then my car is full. It's like two people and then drum kit. And usually it's Tim and Emily together and they got all the merch and stuff, and then it's usually like with 2-3 people and then the car is already full, so we try to bring it down to 2 cars, but sometimes it's gonna be 3 because it's just not space, and nobody of us has like a van or something. So
yeah.
Well, I just want to wish you guys the best in the upcoming shows. We need Fons not to faint, so he's gonna be in good shape. And and just wish him the best during this the rest of the year. Listen to the band. They're harsh metal, but they have a lot of melodic touches. There is a lot of melodic into those songs, and those lyrics are very well written. Those songs, they're very they're like how would I say, they're like stories. They have an idea in mind and they stretch the story and they make they divide. I don't know, those songs, they are all interrelated, and I don't know how.
That's what we like. Yeah, that's what we still keep doing. The other philosophy then, instead of filler, it's like if you have a concept for an album, you want all those songs to have that concept. Maybe not like a concept album like we did now, but we think it's weird. Like for example, like Iron Maiden, they have like a album with themes about the military or Japan, and then it's just some random stories in there. It's like, no man, you just gotta write songs in the theme of the album. That's what we believe.
Right. So
like good song, but it's about Japan, not about ancient Persia. Come on. Takes me out of the album then.
Yeah. So like I said, the Eradication was a good album. It's still a good album until they make the next one, because then you're gonna have to listen to the new one. But for now, I will listen to Eradication. It's a bunch of songs. Is it 16 songs? I don't remember. It's not like all they're not long songs, but they're, one of them is short. It's only a guitar. Is it guitar?
Yeah, there's two. There's like 14 real songs and then two like interludes, outerludes stuff.
Yeah, very melodic parts. So I will suggest you to take a look at the band if you don't know them. If you already know them, then just keep listening and getting their stuff. And they're cool guys. They look like nice guys. I don't know if you meet them in person, maybe they're horrible, but from what I can tell, from here, from the States, they look like cool guys to me. I mean, I could probably have some fun conversations with them, Fox, I think.
I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
They look like cool guys. Those metal guys, some people, they say, oh, these fucking metal guys, they're dangerous. They say they Satanists. They love the underworld, and there's some crazy shit that they come up with. They don't know what they're talking about. So I just want to say they're nice people. So that's it. Thanks to Fons. I'm not gonna say their last names, so Fons is good. And then thank you for showing up, and just wishing you the best. And
you too.
Yeah,
we'll have another talk somewhere in the future when Fons slows down a little bit, and we'll talk about slowing down. No, I don't think so.
We'll see.
So thank you guys for the showing up, and appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we'll talk next week with somebody else. not as nice as these people. So if you want to see something better,
You
than
don't know.
this,
Maybe they're nicer.
Maybe.
nice, I don't know. It's
Maybe,
impossible,
maybe.
but we'll see.
You know.
See you next week, guys.